if you are a new viewer on my channel, just to give you a little bit of insight, I make a lot of content about Thailand, the daily life in Thailand, the culture, and a lot of different places that you can visit and check out while you're here in Thailand, bro. So if you are new here, welcome to the Tapped In Circle, man. Welcome to my channel, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, but we're about to get into the video. Let's get it, y'all. So today, here in Thailand, I am gonna be showing you things that honestly will probably be illegal back at home where you're from, but here in Thailand, it's just not illegal, bro. So, getting into it, man, starting off. Trust me, bro, trust me. A lot of these things that I'm gonna mention definitely shocked me when I first moved here to Thailand, but now that I've been able to adapt and see how the culture really is, I've grown to realize that everything is all good here. It's all peaches and cream. So if you're thinking about coming to Thailand or you're thinking about moving to Thailand, this video might actually save you a little bit of the culture shock, because I'm gonna explain to you some of the things that most places will say or deem illegal, but here it's all good, man. It's cool, it's gravy. Bro, a lot of people will try to say that Thailand is crazy or Thailand is like off the wall, off the charts, but really, it's just different, man. You just want to say that it's just different. It ain't really crazy, but it's very, very different, bro. So like, once you understand the culture here in Thailand, a lot of these things will actually start to make sense for you. So if you watching, man, comment below where you're watching from, and that could be anywhere around the world where you guys are watching from. Even if you're here in Thailand, comment below where you are watching from, because I know some of these things would definitely be illegal back in your country, bro. I'm just saying, definitely would be. So, bro, here in Thailand, you can literally be walking down a busy road and see a full-blown restaurant set up on the sidewalk. Like, I know back home where I'm from, we got a lot of rules and regulations when it comes to setting up food, restaurants and things like that in populated areas, bro. So here in Thailand, it's much different, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a little prime example. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys what I mean. Like, so here in Thailand, you can literally have a full food stand, tent set up, street food, selling, doing your thing, and ain't nobody gonna mess with you, bro. Everybody just gonna be minding their business. But back at home, this will definitely get shut down, bro. They will not allow you to do stuff like this back at home because of food safety, food regulations, stuff like that. But in Thailand, as you don't know, street food is definitely a major part of the culture and the economy. Many vendors here have informal permissions or long-standing community agreements that they have set up with the city that allows them to be able to sell food literally on the sidewalks, bro. So that's one big thing that'll definitely be different probably back where you're from, but here it's all good. It is all good. So you can literally have a food restaurant set up right here at this freaking corner of this intersection, bro. No matter how busy it is, no matter what. So that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Honestly, y'all, at these food vendors and these food spots that set up on the middle of the sidewalk, it's honestly probably some of the best food that you could ever have in Thailand, bro, hands down. The street food here in Thailand is unmatched. Like, I don't know where around the world you can go get a whole fish or a whole freaking anything, bro. You can buy a whole chicken. You can buy literally anything right on the sidewalk, and it'd be good, it'd be busting. You're gonna probably wanna go back for some more, bro. That's only in Thailand, bro. So don't get it twisted. The food definitely don't be nasty as well. Some people got a little thing about street food, but bro, it's all good. It's definitely all good here for sure. So if you in Thailand, you ever been to Thailand and you've had street food here in Thailand, let me know what you think is probably one of the best meals that you've grabbed from a street food vendor. Me personally, I would probably have to say it is the rotis. I love the dessert rotis that they have on the streets, bro. Which is like the little, it's like a little wrap, but it's weird, bro. It's like a tortilla wrap that's fried with chocolate and milk and stuff like that on it. So, bro, those things are always good, hands down, bro. Always good, hands down. But you let me know, comment below, what's your favorite street food to get, or if you came to Thailand, what would you be looking for as far as street food? Drop it in the comments, and if you guys are in this video, please go ahead and like the video, guys. It's free, it ain't no charge, and it's just showing me love, man. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you watching, you might as well hit the like button. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up like button for me right now. But getting into number two, right, bro, getting into number two, y'all. So this one here definitely will be illegal in a lot of other countries. I know it's definitely illegal back home where I'm from in America. But when you go here and you buy a beer from 7-Eleven or from Tops Daily, you can literally walk outside, crack your beer open, walk down the street, and drink your beer in peace without nobody messing with you, talking about an open container or any of that, bro. So I know that's something that's really mind-blowing. So when you come to Thailand and you want to have a drink or you want to have a beer, trust me, you don't have to go back to your room, back to your hotel to actually drink the beer. You can literally walk, drink, and enjoy yourself and enjoy your drink while you're walking, bro. Nobody's gonna say anything to you. A lot of the Western countries, you're definitely gonna get a hefty fine for that. But in Thailand, bro, opening and drinking is so common here. A lot of people do it on the beaches, different festivals, and all of the nightlife areas. So if you're going out to like a walking street club, anything like that, 9 times out of 10, bro, you're gonna see somebody with a beer in their hand, y'all. So don't let that be a culture shock for you. Act like you know, like you already know what's going on. I'm trying to give y'all this inside scoop before you get here. So yeah, you can definitely walk and drink in peace without having to worry about getting a ticket, bro. That is number two. I know that is huge because a lot of other places, they ain't going for it, bro. They ain't going for it, twin. They is not going for it. But I will say this one thing. In Thailand, they do have different hours that you can actually go and purchase alcohol. So at certain times, if you don't go and get your drinks before a certain period of time, then you might have to find like a little small mom and pop shop that might still allow you to buy a drink. But for the most convenient places, 7-Eleven, gas stations, stuff like that, it's a no-go because there are different hours that you can and cannot purchase alcohol. So definitely keep that in mind if you're going to be coming out here, because after a certain time, you trying to hit that store, you go get yourself a little drink for the night, they're going to slay you, bro. They are going to slay you, twin. You're not going to be able to go get no drink, I promise you. So keep that in mind, bro. The drinking hours here, I don't know. I think they actually changed the drinking hours. So I think right now it's to 12. It's like 12 midnight. So you have to go get your drinks before 12 midnight if you want to go to a normal convenience store. All right. So that's number two. Keep that in mind, y'all. Keep that in mind. I'm dropping some gems for y'all. So, hey, pay attention. We in class. Pay attention. Another thing that's huge, huge, huge here in Thailand, bro, when it comes to the police officers, bro, the police officers here are super duper laid back, man. Super chill. So you could be in the most chaotic place in the whole of Thailand and you'll see police right there just chilling, no commotion. They not getting involved. They not worried about what's going on. They'll just be right there chilling, man. Kind of like these guys right here behind me, man. Police, they don't really mess with you too much here. Definitely like, you know, when you're on a party scene, stuff like that. But to foreigners, man, that can feel very strange because back at home or back where you could be from, with the police being around, you can always assume or think that somebody about to get in trouble, y'all. So the Thai police here are often focused on maintaining the peace rather than maintaining or making confrontations, y'all. So if nobody is causing no issues, nobody getting hurt, you know, nobody doing nothing crazy, they usually will just let things flow. But I will say, respect is a huge part of the Thai culture, bro. So if you show them respect, then 9 times out of 10, they're gonna show you respect too, bro. And that's just how it is. Now this one, bro, I know this one will definitely definitely surprised a lot of people, bro. Like, for real. Like, this one will really surprise a lot of people. But the red light districts that they have here in plain sight is crazy, bro. So this one definitely surprises a lot of the tourists that comes in, because of the adult nightlife zones are very visible. So you'll typically see neon lights, promoters, music blasting, you know, everything all out in the open on Front Street. But back in other places, it's a lot more hidden and closed off. So you have to kind of know about where you're trying to go before you go there. Here, you can literally just walk out and be looking for a new spot and find a new spot just like that. So it's not hidden underground like many other countries. These areas are definitely regulated a lot of times, but they are mostly tourist locations and tourist areas where a lot of the tourists go and hang out at. So whether people agree with it or not, it definitely exists openly, and it's definitely legal here. And there's no issues that you could ever have by going to these little red light spots, man. So if you want to turn up, do your thing, go to an extravagant little go-go club, anything like that, bro, it's gonna be right out on Front Street for you. So a lot of locals, you know, they treat it just like it's just another business area, honestly. So that is definitely a huge shocker to a lot of people, because yeah, bro, it's literally red light districts everywhere out here, bro. Everywhere, y'all. Now, this one honestly kind of really took me by surprise when I first moved out to Thailand, when I first got here, bro. Because, bro, kids in Thailand, I swear, kids in Thailand don't sleep like normal kids around the world. Definitely not. They definitely don't sleep how the kids sleep in the Western world, man. So you can go out somewhere here. It can be 12 midnight, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and you will see kids just out running around with their families, or just, shoot, some kids will be out hustling, selling stuff, bro, in the middle of Walking Street, making money at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., trying to get you to buy flowers, trying to get you to get them 100 baht for this, 100 baht for that. Like, the kids here, bro, I don't know what's going on. The kids do not sleep how the kids sleep in the Western world, for sure. So Thailand, the culture is like a night culture, bro. A lot of people here do everything in the nighttime. A lot of people sleep in the day a lot. They sleep all day, then they wake up late at night and go out. Even the kids, y'all, even the kids. So markets, malls, food spots, everything, bro. It's pretty intense a lot of times. I think that's why a lot of the kids come out, because a lot of the tourists come out at night. And these little kids are going to work, man, at a young age, bro. I seen kids from the ages of 4, 5, 6, all the way up until 7, 8, 9, bro, out in the middle of Walking Street, you know, trying to make money, help the family out, stuff like that. So the culture with the kids here, as far as going to sleep early, stuff like that, or being going back home, going to bed early, it hit different, bro. It definitely hits different here in Thailand. So it's definitely normal for families to be out late and to be together here. So when you see a kid out at 4 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning when the sun coming up, don't let it be a culture shock to you, twin. It's normal. Like, I got you. All right. Getting into the next one, man. And I know that this is definitely illegal in a lot of places around the world. Definitely in America, for sure. Because if you go to sleep anywhere in America, if you fall asleep on the beach, or if you just falling asleep in public, bro, the police is definitely gonna mess with you, bro. So that is another thing that's pretty different when it comes to Thailand. You can see people sleeping anywhere around Thailand, man, and it will not be a problem. People will literally just walk past them like nothing happened. Some people might get too drunk. Some people might just be homeless. You just never know, bro. But here, sleeping in public, sleeping anywhere is never a problem, bro. Never a problem. But like I said, back at home, I know people personally that's done went to, say for instance, Myrtle Beach, fell asleep on the beach, and next thing you know, they was waking up to the police. So here, you don't gotta worry about that, man. If you wanna take a blanket out on the beach, you You can go take a blanket out on the beach and fall asleep under the stars, y'all. You really can do that, bro. And ain't nobody gonna mess with you, bro. But back at home, you probably can't do that. So a lot of times here, man, people work a lot of long hours. So they like to take quick naps when they're out in public. So you might see a guy sitting on the stoop just like me, but he does taxi rides. But in between time, he'll probably take a nap here and there, you know, take a little snoozer just to kind of catch up on some rest, man. So Thailand is really that safe. It's really that safe. You can go to sleep anywhere and you don't got to worry about people trying to run your pockets, take your phone from you while you sleep. Some people just feel comfortable sleeping out on the streets, bro. That's just the way of life here. It's just the culture, y'all. So if you see somebody out sleeping on the streets, they might not be drunk, bro. They might just be catching a quick snooze, you know, in between their work shift, and they tired. They just tired, y'all. So don't let this be a culture shock to you if you come to Thailand, bro. You can go to sleep anywhere. I'm about to take a nap, y'all. I'm about to take a nap. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm gonna take a nap real quick. Nah, but for real though, that's really how it is out here, bro. It's really like, I might have to go to sleep for real. Now, I done found me a nice, cozy, comfortable chair to lay up in, bro. This would be the perfect place for me to go to sleep at too, honestly. But keeping it going, man, keeping it going. The next thing that we got on the list, y'all, I want y'all to guess what y'all think it is. I know nobody's gonna get it right. Nobody's gonna get it right. So the next thing on the list, man, that would be legal in a lot of other places that's not legal here in Thailand is how many people you can see riding on a motorbike. Bro, I've seen people defy the laws of physics here when it comes to riding motorbikes, y'all. Like, I don't know what's in the DNA, what type of motorbikes they got, bro, but I've literally seen, let me see, 1, 2, 3. I've seen 5 people on one motorbike, y'all. Like, I know that sounds freaking unbelievable, bro. But listen, y'all, I lie to y'all not, bro. It was a person on the front basket. It was a person in front of the person driving. It was the driver. You had 2 people behind the driver. Like, yo, they can really defy the laws of physics when it comes to riding motorbikes here, bro. But back at home, if you got more than 2 people on your motorbike, bro, I am sure you're gonna get you're gonna get a ticket. The police gonna pull you over. Somebody gonna mess with you. Or shoot, it might even be hard for you to even drive like that in the States or in anywhere around the world. Like, what's the most you've ever seen? How many people have you ever seen ride on a motorbike, y'all? I want y'all to drop it in the comments below. Like, for me here in Thailand, bro, I seen 5 people, bro. They was kids, granted, but still, bro, 5 people on a motorbike is diabolical, bro. They got a different kind of talent out here, bro, when it comes to driving these motorbikes, bro. So, I want y'all to let me know how many people you done seen on a motorbike before. Me personally, 5 people, gang. Like, hold on, let me take a nap, bro, because I'm sleeping on them, bro. I'm sleeping on these folks. So that's crazy, gang. Nah, all right, we back to it. But bro, yes, riding motorbikes here is like, it's a huge thing in Thailand, bro. So if you ever come to Thailand, you will have to get used to riding motorbikes, man. I got a lot of people, I know a lot of people that's here, that's from America, and they not comfortable with riding on motorbikes, bro. But if you wanna get there fast, you wanna beat the traffic, this and that, because that's gonna be the quickest way to get you around, man. Because motorbikes, they go in and out of the traffic. It might be a red light, they might go left, cut through there just to go, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna make sure that you get to where you need to be in the fastest amount of time, bro. So if you never rode a motorbike, if you come to Thailand, you're probably gonna get used to riding motorbikes, gang. So go ahead and get it in your head now that when you come here, get ready to hop on that motorbike from Grab or Boat, bro. It's gonna be an inevitable thing. You have to do it. You have to do it because cars are too slow. But hey, this is Thailand. They don't care how fast you go. They don't care how many people you ride. As long as you got a helmet on, as long as you staying safe, bro. That's crazy. All right, getting into the next topic, bro. The street food, y'all. The street food here, a lot of people or a lot of tourists think that the street food can be quite risky. But me personally, I know the street food here be busting, bro. But I have changed up my diet and things like that, so I don't really eat too much street food nowadays. But the street food here is definitely busting. Tourists often think that the food can be unsafe or the food sitting out in the open air, bugs, flies, things like that. But bro, come on, bro. Once you get here, you get adapted to a lot of the things that people just stop caring about. So you really won't care about the food being out in the opening. But honestly, y'all, the turnover is extremely high for street food here. So food is made fresh constantly. So the food really don't sit out a lot like you think. Because a lot of people constantly walk by and buy the street food. So look, for prime example, I'm walking by a street vendor right now, y'all. And like literally it's just like this, man. You can go up to street vendors, get fresh food, see what they got for sale. Let's just see what they got. They got chicken, everything. So you see how the food is covered, stuff like that. Now there are some street vendors where they may not have the food as secured. But locals eat street food daily, y'all. They eat street food daily, man. So this is like a big part of the Thai culture here, street food. Honestly, if you ask me, it's great eats, bro. Great eats. When I ate chicken and beef and all that type of stuff, bro, you can't go wrong with street food. Another thing that's big about street food is the price is very affordable, man. You can literally go get something for cents, bro. Like it's super cheap to get street food here in Thailand, bro. So that's why a lot of the locals eat a lot of street food, because it's very affordable and it's still good food, y'all. And that's just what it is, man. So if you don't like street food, or if you got something against street food, shame on you, man. Shame on you. All right. Get into the next thing, bro. Now this is big, y'all. This is really big, and it plays a major role with safety here in Thailand. So this is something that you really want to kind of be mindful of or pay attention to if you plan on visiting Thailand, or you already in Thailand. But bro, the traffic in Thailand can be very, very dangerous and very unpredictable, y'all. So I'm gonna give y'all a little view of what the traffic looks like right here where I'm standing, bro. So literally the traffic here is like non-stop all day, just going, bro, just going. So traffic here can look very lawless to newcomers just by the way it flows and it always goes. It's like very, very, very chaotic. So this street ain't as bad, but bro, there are some streets that's like huge intersections and things like that. The traffic can be nuts. So y'all see how motorbikes ride next to actual vehicles, stuff like that. So if you do hop on the motorbike, man, you got to be mindful. And like I said, try to wear a helmet if you can, because sometimes people drive crazy on motorbikes, bro, even if it is a Grab driver or somebody that's from Thailand. So cars, bikes, pedestrians weaving through. But somehow, bro, it always works, bro. So drivers are definitely very aware here. Just like I've said on some previous videos, if you plan on coming to Thailand and you want to start riding motorbikes for the first time here in Thailand, I don't think it's a good idea, man, because the traffic is very, very chaotic, bro. So you got to be very aware when you're riding motorcycles and motorbikes. You have to be checking your rear view mirrors, checking see who beside you, who behind you at all times, bro. A lot of people come to Thailand and unfortunately they don't make it back home, man. They don't make it back home due to motorbike accidents or traffic accidents, man. That's like the biggest killer here in Thailand is vehicle related accidents, man. I see stories every single day where somebody has passed away. And a lot of tourists get here that try to get the big 600, 1,000 motorcycle and fly through the traffic. Like, you can't fly through traffic here, y'all. Like, the streets aren't designed for you to go fast out here. So it's just too many people, too much population, bro. So just look at what all of the traffic that's going on currently right here where I'm standing. We got motorbikes turning in, pulling out, cars pulling in, pulling out. It's like this all the time, man. So you have to be very aware of your surroundings, bro. And like I said, y'all, this is not even one of the major intersections that you have to face in Thailand. So if you don't know how to drive, man, or if you always driving paranoid and scary, Thailand may not be the place that you want to learn how to ride motorbikes or you want to drive in. So I highly suggest that you call a taxi, you get a Grab, stuff like that, because it ain't worth your life, man. It ain't worth your life. Anything can happen, and like I said, a lot of people honestly lose their lives here in Thailand trying to ride on these streets, bro. So this is a big thing, bro. Look how cars just pull out, man. This is a big thing here, bro. You always want to make sure you are fully aware of what's going on around you, y'all. So this is something that I feel like is very chaotic here in Thailand, the traffic, but at the same time, it's all good if you can adapt and become aware of your environment, y'all. Look at all these bikes, man. Bikes on bikes on bikes. But this is how Thailand operates when it comes to traffic, y'all. It's crazy. You just never know what can go down. Be safe, put your helmet on. So anytime you see one of these to cross the street, man, honestly, you might want to pay attention and you might want to use it because it could save your life, y'all. These big red markers in the road are for pedestrians crossing the street. And if you're an old man, old lady, you know, elderly, stuff like that, please use the crosswalk, man, because like I said, it could get really dangerous out here, bro. For me just trying to cross the street, I can show y'all how crazy it is. Look, I'm crossing the street. You gotta stop in the middle for one. So I'm stopped in the middle of the road right now. They let me go, thank you. I got lucky, y'all. They let me go without me having to risk my life too much. But that's how crazy it can be here, man. Use the crosswalks. All right, bro, so listen. I done gave y'all the scoop on a lot of the stuff that feels like it's very, very illegal here in Thailand, but it's actually not. So don't get it twisted, man. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it confused, y'all. Thailand is not a lawless place, so you can still get in trouble here for doing certain things. But a lot of stuff that feels like you're doing something illegal, it's not considered illegal here in Thailand. But don't get it twisted. It's not lawless. It is definitely not lawless. It just has a different rhythm, a different culture. So things that, like I said, feel illegal to you might be completely normal here, y'all. Completely normal. And honestly, that's the part that makes Thailand so unique, bro. That's one of the things that makes this place very unique. All right. So if Thailand had the same strict social rules as the Western countries, it wouldn't have the same vibe and the same love that a lot of people see in it, man. A lot of people would not see that love for Thailand as much as they do if it had the same strict laws and ways as the Western world. All right, so comment below which one shocks you the most. And if you enjoy these type of videos about Thailand, man, please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. If you're planning on moving to Thailand or moving abroad, these bikes out here is insane, man. They be so loud. But if you plan on moving abroad, man, I will drop a link below that will give you guys a full step-by-step guide on how to become monetized on all your content creation, so you can let go of your 9-to-5 job, man. I got multiple ways, multiple streams of income how I make money here in Thailand. So I'm gonna drop my links below. Of course, I do crypto trading with meme coins. I have courses, and I have all of my social medias monetized, man. So I literally just created a huge guide that will help everyone get out of working their 9-to-5 to be completely independent and making money creating content, y'all. So I'm gonna drop my links below in the pinned comment. Please tap in with me. It's Tapped In Tevo. Thank y'all for watching this video. Until next time, twin, let's get it.